not sure I'm online. Okay, seems I'm online. Sorry, I had a problem with my microphone, so I had to restart the stream. Uh, Now it seems to be okay. So welcome to this part 32 of the Arduboy game dev stream. So in this stream, I will first show you some change or optimization I have done to the code, and then we will continue the implementation of the destroyable block. So yeah, during my last stream, if you remember, we had some issue about the item type, the item property, sorry, because I was missing some flags, and I wanted a new flag for updating the block. Finally, we end up using some flag, and when all those flags are not set, then this is another type. This is the destroyable type. So the destroyable type was a kind of specific flag saying that bullet, lethal, or enemies are not set. So actually, well, that works, but that's a bit weird of thinking like that. So actually, what I was doing here is I was using some of the flag and combine them. So basically, you just basically there's the basic rule is if you have some exclusive flag, I would say it, you can use an enum because you have exclusive value. And if you have some property that you want to combine, then this is where you want to use flag, right? Because flag could be combined together, and that's easy to test. You can say, oh, I have this flag set, so, and you can combine. It can be mirror and alive at the same time. It can be special and mirror and alive, and so this is the combination. But the other flag that I was using, like bullet, enemy, lethal, they were kind of exclusive. So either I was a bullet or either I was an enemy, but I cannot be a bullet and enemy at the same time, right? So in that case, if you have some exclusive flags, so then it's better to combine them and use them, use those bits as a value, because then you can have more value, right? So I rethink about those property, and I've seen that basically there is 3 bits that was used to, well, there's 3 bits I could use to combine together to make a type, and then continue to use the other flag as a flag, right? So I thought I could split my char into 2 parts. One is the type exclusive, and another one is the flag. And if you have 3 bits to store a type, then you can have 8 different values, or 7 if you exclude the 0. All right, so that's first what I've done, and after I've done it, so I can show you the item. So before we had those flag, and then I created the enum type, and I just keep some flag, and here I just rename my variable and combine it, and just created some function to get type or set type with a specific mask for the first bit. And yeah, I think that was okay. So that means I could even have more, because then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I even have room for another type. And I was thinking maybe the stalagmite or the stalactite may need another type. I'm not totally sure. So yeah, it will make room for not improvement but extension later. So anyway, I've done that, and after I did it, I thought, maybe I don't need it. So I changed it again. But I thought I wanted to show you that. So I still committed this version. I commit this version to just to show you the difference. And then I totally delete it and erase it. So let me show you. Of course, that impact most of the files. So yeah, maybe I should show you the CPP. So the constructor of the item take the type and the flag, but then I combine them, right? And of course, most of the derivative item has to be changed. So before it was a combined flag, now you have the type and the flag, etc. Then you have a set type instead of set property. But more or less, that's the kind of change that I have. Okay, just change the variable name. Yeah. So this one, yeah, this is mostly the same kind of change that we had. And the map manager was now the update was taking flag and was taking actually item. Before it was this full stuff, and now item type and flag, and I could just check if it's the type or the flag, which makes the code like this. You set an item and with no flag, or you set no type and with a flag. Okay. However, I had to add this line for the bullets, because then I realized that the bullet sometimes was setting the lethal flag, sometimes not. So okay, that was not straightforward for the bullet actually. But yeah, it could then I could have another type, so that was nice. I think it was a nice refactoring to do. But just after that, I said, wow, okay, so probably I can just get rid of the type. And that's what I've done in the next commit, right? Because I thought, it becomes quite complicated, especially by doing this in the map manager is calling the lethal for this type and this type. So I thought, why not just call all the item, updating all the item, and then let each item decide what to do in each step. Because the number of steps is not limited. We have a char, it can be 255, it's okay, or even bigger than that if we need. So there's no limitation for the step. So basically, instead of creating more type or more flag, I can just increase the step, the update step. I can add more update step. And that's pretty the same, but the steps are not limited, right? So it's like I can create a specific step and for a specific type of item, and only this item will do something in that specific step, and the other item will do nothing in that step, right? So in that case, I just call the update function on all the item, and then each item will decide by itself what to do in the step. So of course you may think, let me show you how it looks like in the right. If you look at the manager, my manager, then I just remove that line. I just call the update with the specific step. which means here I just call, okay, draw lethal, then check lethal. Before I was calling 2 times for 2 different type of enemies. Now I don't care. Either the enemies or the destroyable block will check, um, will do something in the check lethal if they want to. So I remove all this flag. I just keep the same step, the same update step here. Check static collision, right? So for the map manager, it becomes maybe more simple. But of course, you may tell me, you may say, well, before we were just updating specific item. Now we call the update several times during the loop for several steps on every item, and that's true. So that could have a performance issue. And I thought, yes, probably if you have a huge number of items. But the way I want to do it, and if you remember, we have a kind of dynamic array of items. So basically what I want is I just want to have only the item of the current puzzle screen. Okay, so only the item on the screen will be updated. And then when the player switch to another screen, then we clear the array of item to update, and we add all the item in the new screen, right? So we will have that kind of screen management, so that kind of logic to say, okay, remove those items, add those items every time I switch the screen. That's something I wanted to do anyway, even with the flag system. And if you think about it, on one screen, how many items I would have? Maximum 10. I don't know. Like 1 or 2 enemies, some spike, maybe one block, one destroyable block, or few bullets. So it's like 10, 20. So I thought, yeah, that's probably reasonable. And that makes the code much more manageable for each item, right? So that's how I did it. And basically, I just delete what I've just created in a previous commit. I removed the item type. I even didn't need the static collision needed anymore because I was just the item can just respond to the check static collision. However, I need the destroyable block for one function in the map manager. The function where the map manager is casting the item into destroyable blocks. So this one I have it. So all right, so and that free up some flags. So if later we still want to add some flag, we can add some here. Those flags are still reasonably good. I mean, that, like I said, if you can combine them, then why not? All right, so remove that, and of course that impact again all the item, like removing this and all the set type I've added. And more or less it was quite straightforward. Like if we look at the enemies, I just needed to add some code like that, checking if I'm alive, because now I'm calling for example, the enemy is called, the update is called every time, and for example, we'll call check lethal, we'll call the draw, etc. But of course, I should, before we were setting the flag, so I was not called. If I'm dead, for example, I was not called. But now I'm called every time, so now internally I need to check, oh, I am alive or not. If I'm not alive, I should, okay, draw the death. If I'm alive, I should draw in white, etc. So that's just a little type of management inside the class. The biggest change was from the dynamite that needed to be kind of rewritten more or less. Now basically the dynamite has to be uh, the logic has to be split in two steps: the draw lethal and the draw in your by enemies. So this one is before dynamite explode. This one is after dynamite explodes. So basically, this code here move here, and this code here move there, more or less, plus some kind of adjustment. Uh, but yeah, I think that the dynamite was the one that had the most change. The pickup has to be, yeah, I have to check the step, otherwise they were picking up every in every step. Um, so yeah, all the item that was not checking the update step, now they have to. Uh, all right. Yeah. So that's my change. I hope it will be okay in the future. I think it's probably a bit more future proof than what we had before. Um, and now, after that, I've done another two optimization. So the first thing is I remove one virtual function in the pickup item. So basically, the pickup virtual function I remove that remove the size of one pointer from the class, which is like to char to byte. It removed this, and then here this function return a boolean now, which means here just instead of calling the virtual function, I just return the value, and in every class I just call directly the function, right? So that just remove the virtual. We don't need it anymore. So that's the same for the three item pickup item. That save a little bit of program for sure. All right. And then the next optimization is something I had on my README file, like remove the item inside the map manager. So here, basically, what in the remove item, no, in the in the update item, if I return true, I should remove the item from the update. And before I was just decreasing that and let the class remove itself, which is not necessary. Actually, it can just return true, and this function can just remove from itself. And actually, it's even more optimized because here I can just remove. I know the index. I know the one I'm currently iterating to, so I can just call that function, and that was before here. So before it was iterating through the whole array again to remove. Right, so it's a little bit more optimized, and basically in those classes I just delete this. I don't need, I just return true, and it will remove myself, so I will not be called again. Right, so I just return true. Here return false instead of checking the flag. And yeah, I could save some more program with that. Same with the enemy. All right, so yeah, that's it. So now we can continue on the destroyable block. I hope I didn't break anything. I've tested it. I think it seems to work. I didn't test the arrow launcher, uh, but we will retest it later. I was a bit lazy to test it. I think it's not a big deal. But I've tested the AI, the pickup, three pickup, the spike, and destroyable block. They seems to all work as usual. So yeah, let's continue. All right, so now I want to let's close some files. Okay, so I want to add some some block, some for simulating an explosion, and for that I will reuse the physics trajectory. But if you remember the physics trajectory, we need to have x and y. Okay, so and this one, the block, so we can use the x and y of that block, but then it will be just one piece. Well, I would like to draw maybe three or four pieces. But we can start with one. Just let's start with one and see, and later add one more. Let's move my camera a bit like this. All right. So the init depth right now is just clearing the property, and then we should start. So let's call the physics manager. Let's include the physics manager. The physics. I forgot how I call it. Physics, just physics. Right. And then I will copy it from the enemy. In the init depth, oh, there is no init depth, so it's here. Ah, yes, I need an index. All right. So for the velocity, let's use a default value right now. Okay, 9. It's 9. That's whatever, 6. We'll see that later. What I want is to do some random, actually, so every explosion can be a little bit different. That would be nice. We can clearly randomize here. But let's use a constant value for now. So obviously we need an index because we will reuse that index in the update. So and I think it's a char. Destroyable block. Let's see at the physics. Yeah, it's a char. So I guess we have to declare it. Unsigned char. Block. Yeah. No, stone. How to call it? Like stone is a bit. Yeah, maybe stone. Stone fall index. Okay, so here, and then I should I should update it, but I will update it into the in your by enemy. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I was saying at the beginning. Now I will be called for every step, so I can just add some code in every update step I want. And I will probably, so I'm dead here because I cleared the property. Okay, so I can just yeah, just check if I'm not alive. And then I should update the physics, which I guess is in update 4, update death, sorry, of the enemy. I can copy it. The stone. And I should check if not on screen. And I should, yeah. But for now, we'll yeah, just do it for one. Then we will do it for multiple. All right. I don't have get width, get height. Let's use so it's in the sprite data. The server block piece and height. Well, I can use the height if it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be super precise. Sprite data. Okay, and then stone, and we are already dead, but we can return true, then we will not be called again. Yeah, I think that should do it. Let's try it. I don't know if there's the AI or not. Yeah, maybe there's AI. I should remove the AI, I think. No, there's no AI. Okay. So yeah, so the placement of the dynamite, sometimes it seems a bit buggy, I'm not sure. Ah, yeah. Let's try on this side. No more dynamite. Oh no. Ah, yes. Another problem also is that disappear or fall. Let's try again. Okay. Yes, I understand how to have to do it quickly to place the dynamite. Otherwise, if I go back to if I go to crawl, I place my dynamite at the wrong position. Okay. But we didn't see the block. So, okay, what did we do wrong? What did I do? Check lethal is alive. If not alive, oh yeah, I forgot to draw it. As simple as that. I should draw it. All right, so I don't know. Let's draw it. Um, should I create function? Okay, I will just draw it like that for now. Yeah, I need to convert coordinates on screen. And the sprite data. It's just one. It's just one sprite. It's not no animation. Okay, and would be nice to have the mirror flag also for displaying in to add some variety, but invert. Okay, I will try to do it quickly. Okay. Cool. Is it? I think it's cool. So now I want to have like 2 or 3 of them and then randomize the velocity, the direction, the x direction. Okay, so I could create an item. Should be, because the item are not that. Because if I don't create item, then then the destroyable block has to manage them. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it will be easier to just create an item. Then we can, the destroyable block can add them dynamically. And then they will just remove themselves. All right, yeah, that makes sense, I think. So let's start a new class. Oh, I have a name. Block fragment. That's a short name. That's good. Block fragment, yep. So let's save it. Block fragment.h. So yep, we have an update. We can remove this, and we need its own index. All right. Block fragment. All right. And then let's create the CPP. The logic drawing of a fragment of a destroyable block when it is destroyed. Oh, I don't need that. I need a block fragment. I need this, I need this, I need this. Yep, I need all this. Okay. Maybe I don't need that. Start hit flag. This. No, I don't need that flag. Alive if you want. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. So let's check. I copy this. So I don't need this step. I just need drawing by enemy. If so, this time I will check alive. If I'm alive, then I do this. Update. I have this. Yep. And yep. Seems good. It seems good. So I need a function for spawning them. Or just dynamically allocate them. Yeah, maybe. But maybe not. Actually, we should reuse them if there is multiple destroyable block. We can have a static array of them into the destroyable block, and then the destroyable block can use them when they need it. Because even if there is multiple destroyable block on the same level, on the same screen, puzzle screen, you probably don't have time to destroy one and the other at this quickly. So the block already exit the screen, I'm sure. So all the destroyable block could use that. Okay, I will do that. But then I need I need a function um, to start them, like a fire function or whatever. Start, spawn, spawn, maybe. I need the starting point, right? So static start y. Actually, yeah, I will not need them here because I will spawn them later, right? So let's do it like this, and here. Sorry if you hear some noise nearby. Seems my kids are quite enjoying themselves. Okay, so yeah, we it's fine. We can just keep tell 0 to the item, and actually we don't even need to set it here because we will call that function here. Um, so yeah, we can directly pass that function. So the spawn we start and we give this, and okay, well I will come to that with a random number later. We have the update. If we spawn, we should set the flag alive. So I think we should start not alive. Set property alive, and then here we just remove that. So we start the physics, we set the property alive. Here, if we are alive, in the draw enemy, we check if it's outside, we stop, we exit true. Yeah, I think that's quite good. So let's go back to the destroyable block. We don't need the physics anymore. And we don't need this anymore. I think we don't even need the update here. So what we need is a spawn function. It's basically into the init death, right? And oh, by the way, yeah, if we are dead, we can just return true. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I forgot to do that. Yeah, I should go through all the item again and check if the where we can return true to remove ourselves. But maybe we will do that when we will implement the respawn. So it's the same logic. I remove myself when I'm killed by the player, and I re-add myself in the respawn. So. All right. Check on the left, check on the right. Yeah. Is that false? True. If is that this in death and return true. Yeah. Start the death. I would say that. Spawn fragment, block fragment, and remove myself from the manager. All right, so yeah, that seems good. So like I said, we should have probably a static array of block for all destroyable block. We will dynamically allocate them, I think. So let's declare it inside the destroyable block. Oh, I don't need that anymore. What I need is block fragment, pointer, array, fragment, sorry. Okay, so fragment count. Okay, let's say 3 for now. I will forward declare this. Okay, block fragment, yep. And then we can initialize them. I'm not sure if, okay, I said I wanted them to be static, of course. Static block fragment. Okay, so can I initialize it like this? I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to see if the compiler is happy with that. So block fragment. I guess I don't need the manager. Okay. Do we have a parameters for the block fragment? I think I have the flag, but actually I don't care. So let's say item properties none. Okay. So here I initialize my array. Hopefully it compiles. We'll see. Then here I should spawn all of them. Fragment count. Fragment I spawn, right? And I should give my own coordinate. So they will all spawn from the same position. Okay, and now I think the fragment, they have to add themselves to the manager. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Okay, so add item, this, if I don't make mistake. Yep, add item. Okay. Maybe maybe it works. Did I forget something? I am not sure. Seems good so far. Let's try to compile. No such file or directory. No such file or directory. Block. Oh, you have put the E inside. Block fragment. Block fragment. I will add them to the item, to the project. Okay, so what do we have? Does not match any class. Okay, yeah, the prototype of this. I remove the flag. Using complete type class where in the destroyable block? No, I think I included block fragment. Include block fragment.h. new. Just include it. Oh, I guess I block fragment, item. And here, static class, block fragment. If I for declaration of block fragment. Yes. Yes, I did a forward declaration. Class block oh yeah, okay. Keep adding your E. Fragment. Sorry, it's my French going in the way. Fragment plus fragment. Okay. My manager has not been declared. Oh, okay, I need map manager for the draw. I was wrong. But where actually? Okay, here. Okay. Okay, let's try. We will not see any different. We should see one, because they will all have the same trajectory. So, but we should at least see one. Okay, that works. So now let's add different trajectories. So the reason why we only see one is because they are all drawn on the same place. They have all the same trajectory, right? They all spawn at the same place. So let's add some randomness. I forgot the random function. Should be round or something like that. Let me check the Arduino reference. Random seed and random. I think that's what we need. Random seed. With a value, I guess. Yeah. And okay. And then the random. General number, max. Okay, min max. Okay, I can have min max. Lower bound of number inclusive. Min is inclusive. Exclusive for the max. Okay, inclusive for the min, exclusive for the max. All right. I don't care of doing a random seed, so I can. I don't even do it. Maybe I will do it later on, not sure. So I just need this. All right, so velocity. It's a char, I think. This one return int, I guess. A random number long. Okay. Whatever. And send char. So we should have a minimum, otherwise doing this is a bit, so maybe 2, and a maximum 9 was the trajectory, or could be 10, could be 12. Okay. And I also want to randomize the mirror flag. So two. Max is exclusive, so it's either 0 or 1. Set property item property flags X chooser random velocity, randomize the mirror flag. Yeah, I think I should clear it also, because after using several times, then they will all be mirror. Start the trajectory. Okay. Actually, I think we don't even need a live flag, because just doing that and after just remove. So let's remove some code. We will just be called, okay, from here. So here is property set item property flag mirror X. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be okay for the randomness. Let's try it. I'm not sure. No, I think he didn't update it. Yeah, I have issues. I have connection issues with the Arduboy. So sad. Usually I don't know how to do it. Maybe just reset, but why? Did I do something nasty? Just get a pin. No, still not. It's very hard to find this. It's very hard to find the pin, to press the pin, the reset button on the Arduboy. I think I wish it could be better. I'm not sure I'm pressing it. Alright, I think it works. Nope. Nope. So let's try. Yeah, it works. But maybe the minimum speed is not big enough, I think. Let's increase it. Maybe 6. And still have issues. Let me unplug it, replug it. I probably did something wrong with the memory. Okay. Oh, sorry, I unplugged my webcam. The webcam, not the Arduboy. They have all the same trajectory. Actually, you can have a negative value, by the way. So, yeah. So actually, it's more like... but I don't want something in between 0 and 6, so I should draw another random value for the sign, or I can just yeah. But let's check what I've done inside the fragment. Destroyable block. Init death, return true. So I should not be called again normally. These are our fragments. We have 3, 3, and init death. We clear live 0 to fragment count. Spawn XY. So I will first add 3 in the manager, then I will remove myself. So we'll then I think it should work. I don't see any issue here. But I guess I'm doing something bad with the memory. So the spawn static standard velocity. I add myself. Okay. The first 3 will be immediately updated. And here I remove myself, so yeah, I removed the live flag. That was the before is not added to the map manager. Oh, yeah, I update in that step. Yeah, that's reference. Okay. That for me it looks okay. XY. Yeah, I know you have some problem updating the sketch. Yeah, maybe we have not enough trajectory in the physics. Let's increase it. But I think I put 3 of them, so I put 4 of them. And we have a stop normally, so and the add is yeah, If we didn't find it, nothing happened. But okay, yeah. Also, if the update, if it's invalid trajectory, the x and y's are not changed. So maybe I should initialize x and y. Just to be safe. We need to coordinate with the starting position. Okay, let's try again to upload with a reset. Okay. Can I re-upload? Nope. Doesn't work. Okay, so I guess I didn't do any random seed, so we always have the same animation. But yeah, it works. Yeah, obviously we are doing something nasty with the memory, maybe a buffer overflow or something like that, which I guess. But what time is it? 1 hour 17 minutes. I think I will probably stop the stream here, or maybe not. But anyway, I will search for. Yeah, but yeah, if I continue like that, I will have issue uploading. So yeah, I think we will commit and stop here. So what do we have here? Okay, we just have a new class.